guys, welcome to the channel. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Sarah. I am a first semester nursing student. So right now I am streaming the Eras tour. Someone is live streaming it on YouTube, so I'm watching that. And ATI modules that I have to do. And I also have to review some skills in my clinical book. I'm unclear about which ones because they told us skills boxes like 24-1 to 24-6, but there is no 24-1. Our chapters end at like chapter 18. There's no chapter 24, so I'm like really confused. But I am probably going to text someone who is also taking fundamentals at my college to like ask like, hey, what are you doing for this? Because I don't know what we're supposed to be doing. So yeah, that is kind of what I'm doing right now. And fun fact, I am taking a trip to Disney in like 10 days. So I will be packing hopefully tomorrow and doing more studying. That is my plan for right now. And obviously I have to like clean my apartment. What else is new? You guys know this. What else is new? So yeah, that's what I'll be doing for a little bit. So I am still watching the Eras tour, naturally, and I finished chapter 2 of my fundamentals textbook, and I'm going to show you what my notes look like. Yeah, I have my little good notes set up. This is kind of like what it looks like, and I have my fundamentals notes. This is not that. That's my clinical notes. This is my extra notes. There we go. So far I have chapter 1 done. This is like kind of what it looks like. Oh, I guess I skipped chapter 2 by accident. Yeah, chapter 2 starts here. And then chapter 2. I'm pretty proud of myself. So I went to the dentist today because I had 2 fillings done. And my appointment was at 2:45. It is after midnight. It's 12:30. And I'm still a little bit numb on my tongue. I hope to have some sort of like Italian ice. I know I'm not supposed to because it's probably going to make my teeth sensitive, but like I just want it so bad. Like I want ice cream, but ice cream is like too sugary because I like the raspberry sherbet from Haagen-Dazs, like that. The mango one is my absolute favorite, but right now I'm on like a raspberry kick. So I've been having that. So I really want some. I think I'm going to have some before I go to bed. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully. An update. Still watching the Eras tour, and I'm having my Italian ice, and I'm enjoying it. It is a lemon flavor. It is really good. I'm really enjoying it. Hey guys, what is up? Today is Sunday, August 6th, and I did not film yesterday because I just felt it would have been boring. I literally just did laundry all day. I don't remember if I told you how clean the apartment was the other day, but I completely wrecked it. It is a hot mess. Because I started packing for Disney. So one of these days before I go, I'm going to show you my outfits that I planned. But for now, this is what I have in my bag. So, and then I have that one too. I may have to get another carry-on because the dilemma is my boyfriend is a very light packer. That's to a fault because he doesn't pack enough. So I have to pack stuff for him. I have to pack extra socks, underwear, shirts. I have to pack toiletries for him because he doesn't bring them because he assumes he's going to buy them, but then he doesn't because he gets a little bit lazy. And then, you know, that he takes up a whole carry-on, basically a whole half of my carry-on bag that I could have used for my stuff. So I might need to buy a carry-on and then it'll just be for him. Well, we have 2 free checked bags, so I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna check 3 bags between the 2 of us, so I feel like it'll be okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna need to order one. Walmart has some pretty inexpensive ones, so does Amazon, because I wanted to go to TJ Maxx to look, but theirs is so expensive for what you're getting, so I was just like, eh. I just need basically something just for this trip because we don't really travel that often. The last time we took a trip was 2022, the Miami trip we had for our 5th anniversary. Um, it is on my channel. I am debating whether or not I'm going to vlog on the Disney trip. I'm not sure yet. This trip is not really celebrating anything. We were supposed to go for my birthday, but then we didn't. So we're going now before school starts. So yeah, right now so this morning I went out with my dad. We went to a car meet. That was fun. Saw lots of cool cars, and I kind of just like sat and read my Kindle and like mingled with the other car guys. I don't identify as a car girl. I don't know. I feel like I don't know enough about cars, but like I like the car scene, if that makes sense. Right now I am trekking along in this textbook. I am doing chapter 9. It is on, for now, patient education. It is the teaching and counseling chapter. I hope to finish it today. I don't know if I will because it's like, maybe I will. It's like 30-ish pages. I feel like I'll be able to do it, but my strategy for right now is to like read the chapter all the way through and highlighting what I'm going to take notes on. So like, for example, I like am reading this, and then anything that I highlight is going to get written down into note form. This way, when I go back like a week before school starts, I don't have to reread the textbook to remember like what the textbook said. I basically have the main points of it, if that makes sense. That's how I did so well in anatomy, actually. That's basically what I did, except I just didn't highlight because the book was on, I had like a digital version of the book, so I didn't like highlight stuff. But that's basically what I did. If you think about like anything that's important, anything, any terms, any concepts or steps to a concept, or just anything that you are going to need to remember to understand the greater topic, I would highlight, and then that is what gets put into my notes. And then you can just like shorthand or short form, whatever you want. I tend to not really use a lot of shorthand. I'll use like common abbreviations, like a plus instead of the word and like W/O for without, B/W for between. But like, other than that, my notes are, I use a lot of words. So my notes tend to look kind of long, but I shared my notes, oh my gosh, I almost said last year with my anatomy class, and they all loved my notes because like they're easy to read and I can actually like know what I'm saying. So I don't tend to use that much like shorthand. I mean, I might use like PT for patient, but my notes look like English. They don't look like fragments of sentences. That's just what helped for me in anatomy. So I'm going to try to use a similar strategy for taking notes from my textbook. I'm pretty much actually using the same method that I took for anatomy for fundamentals. I'm going to read the textbook, take notes on the textbook, go to lecture, take notes on lecture. I'm going to use both sets of those notes to study. While they do overlap, the information is presented in like a slightly different way. I'm picking out things that are important from the textbook, but I feel like it's still good to read the textbook, at least for this class, because it gives you like a better idea of what's going on. So that is just how I'm doing it for now. That may change as the semester goes on, because I may not have time to read the textbook. I hope that I do, but I may not, I may need to like skim a week or whatever. But yeah, and I want to show you how I tabbed my textbook. So I didn't finish tabbing it all the way. I only got to the first like 24, I think it's 24 chapters. I'm going to go to Staples eventually and get more tabs so I can just keep going. But I tabbed the side. This is for, I have to pre-read this for lab and clinical, the skills that they want us to do. I figured it out. I think when they told us initially to read these skills, they used the previous textbook edition. So the chapters were like off. Like they told us to read 25 or 24-1 and 24-2, but it made no sense. And then 31-1 to 31-5 didn't make any sense, but I correlated it to the topics that they told us to study. And so this is what we're working with. So hand hygiene, donning and doffing PPE. And then this stuff is on bed bath, oral care, and then making an occupied bed and unoccupied bed. And then that's it. There was some stuff on elimination, but they didn't tell me in the skills. I'm assuming it has to do with like Foley care, peri-care, like that sort of stuff, and like maybe like recording the contents of a drainage bag, emptying the drainage bag. Like I'm assuming it's along those lines. I am familiar at least with the skills so far because I learned them when I did my CNA stuff. So like this stuff is, I at least have like a little bit of a head start, like a little bit. So at least when I go to lab on the first day, if they have us practice these skills, I'm not going to feel like a complete idiot. I don't know if you guys saw my opening up about anxiety video. And by the way, you guys have been so amazing in the comments. Thank you so much for sharing and encouraging and being so great. But I have a lot of anxiety about starting nursing school because of the skills part and the clinical part. And I touched a lot more on this in my video, but I have to think my way through everything, and skills, like I can critical think my way to a test question, no problem, right? Because it's normal to do that. You're taking a test, you have to think before you get to the answer. But like when you're doing something, it's a lot different. You have to basically just like do it, thinking. I mean, obviously you have to think just to make sure you're being safe and everything. But like I take a lot more time to think my way through things. And so I look a little flustered, hesitant, I guess, when I do skills or did skills in my CNA class. So I'm a little bit relieved that at least like the first few skills I have to do, I already know. They may teach me a different way, and that's totally fine. It's just that I am familiar with bedpan, Foley care, peri-care, making an occupied bed, bed bath, like I'm good, and hand washing, obviously. So yeah, so my anxieties are kind of like calmed down with that, but it's like when we start doing like IVs and like wound care, then I'm gonna be like, because there's like a lot of steps. Yeah, so like we'll see. Hopefully it'll be okay. I'm just flipping through the textbook. Oh, see, look, they have like suctioning a trach. Yeah, like this part, I don't know. Like I'm gonna be fine. I know I'm gonna be fine. I'm just like a little anxious about it, So yeah, that is what I'm up to right now. Oh, and then I forgot to tell you, on the top, I'm going to add more as this goes on, but on the top, I just put the tabs of the chapters that I need to read and then what the chapters are called. And what I intend to do, I saw a YouTuber, I think, hold on, let me get her name. Okay, her channel name was Claudia Nicole. She is also a nursing student, and I saw that she did something pretty much, that's where I got this idea from, to tab it like that with like the words on it. I thought that was like so cool. I haven't seen that before. So I did it. I'm gonna have like my chapters tabbed on the side, but then on the top, I'm gonna have it tabbed by the chapter that correlates to whichever exam I'm gonna study for. So, and I'm gonna like redo them, I guess, like a few times throughout the semester, just so I can like see at a glance when I go to study, like, okay, like, yes, I can see by looking on the side, I know chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, but what about the chapters that I need to study for my exam? Because my curriculum is not in chronological order. Like, for example, I have my course outline, exam 1 in my textbook. This is the schedule that we get the material, like lecture. This is the lecture schedule. So we have chapters 1 to 11, 13, 9, and 10. And then we have chapter 25, and then 28, and then 32, and then 26, and then 8, and then 20, 21, and 34. And that is exam 1. So if I'm like looking at it, I can't just like be like, okay, it's pages like 1 through 200. I have to like jump around a lot. So that's kind of what how I'm gonna tab my textbook, similar to this, except I'm just gonna take these out. Actually, this still is exam 1, but I'll just tab exam 1 on the top, and then once I take exam 1, I'll redo it for exam 2, because exam 2 is chapters 40, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 33, and 30. So that's why I'm like, I'm gonna just tab it that way instead of, I mean, I feel like having it tabbed numerically is just so I can like count, and then I know every tab is 13, like I have 13 before it goes back up to the top, so I can be like 13, 26, blah, blah, blah. You know, it'll just be like easier to see like the actual chapters that I need for my exam. So that's what I'm gonna do to tab this. It seems like this book is gonna be my life, for the semester. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep doing that. Oh, I'm gonna show you my Stanley that Brooke got me. So we went to Target a few days ago, and we saw Target stocked new Stanleys, because I love Joanna Gaines, and the like her line at Target I absolutely adore. And my friend Brooke and I are very into fall. We're typical basic girlies, and we love fall, and we know that it just, let's see, I think we got this on like, I don't know whatever day it was. Might have been, I don't know. Who cares? It just turned August, and I got my fall Stanley. And then she has a green one from the same line. Because her birthday's coming up, and I don't know. We went to Target, but that was kind of, I had nefarious intentions, because I was just taking pictures of everything that she picked up and liked. So I'm gonna get them for her birthday. But she really was like, she loved that Stanley. So I was just like, we got Stanleys. And mine is this brown color, which is kind of drab, but once fall comes, I'll have fall vibes, you know, because I have my pink one, and then I don't know if you guys saw, I had a blue one. I gave Brooke my blue one because she didn't have one. So this is very fall vibes. So yes, I'm excited. That is pretty much my life for now, besides packing and studying. This is it. So okay, I feel like kind of obligated to show you more fall things that I have. So I am not much of a decorator, but I love fall. I go ham for fall. So I got the freaking cutest dish towels from TJ Maxx. I love it. I love it so much. And then I got these like dinner napkins from Michael's. There's 4 of them. So my table is kind of small, so I used it kind of as like a table runner / placemat situation. Please ignore the mess. So this is kind of like what we're working with. And then I have this little, I didn't take the tag off yet, but it's a little pumpkin jar, also from Michael's. And then these little fake mums. Please, I love it. And then I got, this is like kind of fall, no, this is definitely fall vibes. So this I got is like a reusable bag set from TJ Maxx. So I have, I don't know where the big bag went. Actually, yes, I do. And then I have the medium bag, and then the big bag is somewhere. So we have that. And then, oh, okay. So then my wreath on my door, I decorate, I keep it in this jar during off season. But I decorate it with little white and yellow flowers. And then, oh my gosh, I have more. Okay, so where is it? I have my pumpkin spice coffee. Okay, my pumpkin spice coffee. And then, because I just got a Keurig, so please excuse the mess. But I got a little Keurig because nursing school, clinical, 7 a.m. clinical. I have an 8 a.m. lab. I have my lecture starting at 8:40, so I have a lot of morning stuff happening. And then I got some, it's fall, y'all. to-go coffee cups, and then a pumpkin spice. This was totally useless. This was like definitely, I mean, I shouldn't say useless, but like I definitely did not need it. But a pumpkin spice container for my pumpkin spice coffee pods. So it is fall on this channel. Thank you very much. Also, side note, totally forgot to mention, I do have Bath and Body Works wallflowers in my wall. I have two. I have white pumpkin near my bed, and then near the door, I have pumpkin apple. I just thought I should mention that. Oh, this was also very small, forgot to mention. I do have hand-me-down dish towels that are fall vibes. These are from my mom. So I have this really pretty orange and red plaid one, and then I have this red one with a cute little pumpkin embroidered on it, and a traditional like orange one. In love, absolutely in love. And then Brooke got me two little pumpkin espresso cups. I don't have espresso, but they're still just so cute. I just don't know what to do with them yet. So I'm gonna take a little break from studying, and I'm gonna decorate my wreath on my front door because it's something I've been meaning to get to for a little while. Oh, and I do have a fall playlist. It is exclusively Taylor Swift. It is pretty much Red, Folklore, and Evermore, but like we still need the fall vibes, you know what I mean? So I have a fall playlist that I will be playing as I decorate my front door. Thank you. Just for reference, this is what my wreath looks like with nothing on it. I finished my wreath. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my wreath is all good. I don't really like to do a lot of decorations because I try to keep my apartment pretty neutral, and I don't really have space for a lot of decorations when it's not in season, so I prefer not to just like throw stuff out every 3 months. So I try to keep stuff pretty minimal, pretty easy to store, kind of small, but I'm very excited that fall is coming, so. So I have been in bed watching TikToks. I got a little bit off track, but I am, I think, about halfway through my chapter. I am determined to finish tonight. I'm determined. I will see this through. The only issue is I want pickles, so I will have some. I really just have a taste for pickles sometimes. What can I say? I would call it girl dinner, but I know better. I know I need to have an actual dinner, so it's probably not going to be just pickles, but it's definitely a snack. It's definitely like a girl snack. Where are my pickles? Please don't tell me I finished them all. Oh no, they're right here. Okay. Pickles of choice are, I'm holding the jar backwards, the sweet bread and butter chips. I don't have a lot left because I ate most of them. I just straight up just eat them with a fork. So I will continue to read chapter 9, and then I will write my notes, and then hopefully by then it'll be bedtime. So I'm reading this and I'm learning about audiovisual materials in relation to like using them as teaching materials for patients. And it gave the example of Prezi. I don't know if you've ever used Prezi. I used it in the 8th grade and totally forgot. This was like 10 years ago. And like, it just like, you ever read something and it just like triggers a memory that like, it like unlocks a memory that you had. Prezi is so great. I should use Prezi more. It's, if you don't know what Prezi is, it's kind of like a presentation that is in the form of like a mind map, but it's like digital. Highly recommend. It's very cool. I totally forgot Prezi existed. And I'm almost done with my pickles. I'm so sad. I have like a few left. I need to get another jar. So I may have succumbed to girl dinner for this night. I'm having 2 Chobani flips in addition to my pickles that I had earlier. I'm taking a little break from studying while my iPad charges, and I'm watching Vanderpump Rules. I started this like a few weeks ago and I was hooked from season 1. I was hooked. I know it's trash reality TV. I know it's like so catty and stupid, but I can't stop watching. Like, I can't. All right, so if I look tired, it's because I am. It is 3:14 a.m. and I finally finished my notes. I'm going to show you what they look like in a second. That was rough. Like, when I read through it, it was like okay, whatever, but like a lot of it was really like repetitive. Somehow, even though it wasn't, it just felt repetitive. Like, I don't know how to describe it. But I first read through the chapter all the way through. I highlighted what I was going to write down in my notes. The notes took forever. And I had to like stop and like charge my iPad and then stop and then charge my iPad again, because like I don't like using it while I charge it because the iPad gets hot and I'm like, so I had to take a few breaks. That's why it took me like this long. But it's finally over, and now I get to do the same thing again tomorrow with chapter 10. Wow. So yeah. So chapter 9 was a freaking doozy. So chapter 1 only had 5 pages of notes. Chapter 2 had 7, and I was like, okay, cool. Chapter 9 had like 12, and I'm like, so this is what they look like. So yeah, I am very excited to go to... Are you kidding me? I was just about to say how excited I am to go to bed, and then I just saw my boyfriend just woke up, and I'm like, are you kidding me? So I guess I'm gonna be up for at least another half hour because I'm gonna want to see him and say hi. His lights, because I'm on Skype with him, and we stay on Skype constantly, so we can always like kind of keep an eye on each other and just talk. And I just saw he just turned his light on, and I'm like, wow. Go figure, honestly. Go figure. It's okay. Yeah, so this has been a weekend in my life. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, if you want to see my face again, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.